go.
This is take two.
Let's hear it. Take two.
Okay. How are you feeling, bro? Thumbs
Good.
up.
I'm doing good. Doing good. Doing good. Yeah, not much to report here. Other than I just caught a shiny Swablu as soon as, on Scarlet, right as soon as we got on, right before we got on.
That's where it's
That's
at.
cool.
Why don't you give us a Huh? What'd you say?
I've had a shiny addiction since Soul Silver, man. Since I first saw my little green Golbat.
He's addicted. This is an intervention.
No. I don't want an intervention.
Why don't you give us a little recap while I send out some invites?
Oh wow. Okay, so I actually remember it's Farfetch. I think it's the fastest I've ever remembered. Last episode we watched was Yet So Close, Yet So Far-Fetched.
Was that the last
So
one?
Close Yet So Far-Fetched. That's what it was. So Close Yet So Far-Fetched. So the Far-Fetched episode is a little episode about this ugly duckling and his owner who go around scamming people. We find out that Farfetch'd is actually a rare Pokemon in the Pokemon universe. So, like, maybe legendary or mythical? Maybe?
Imagine.
Maybe he's like, you know how, like, there's, like, extinct animals and then there's endangered animals? He's kind of like, probably like a, lightly endangered animal, right? Like, the extinct would be, like, Arceus and like, Giratina and stuff like that. And then, I think, like, endangered would be like Raikou and like Moltres and stuff like that. This is Farfetch. He's just like a little bit under that. Like we still gotta protect those Farfetch. Well, we don't protect them because the next thing the Pokedex says is how they're so yummy.
Yeah.
And how people love to eat them.
I mean, it basically walks around with its own seasoning and like.
So, Ash and Brock go and get some water from the lake, which just, man. I don't know what kind of water they're drinking. Was it from a river? They're not even on the mountains.
Yeah,
I'm sure
from
it's
a
just
river.
like just some river water that's probably not. It's probably been through a lot already.
Mm-hmm.
And like in this universe, we have like tentacles that exist, right? I don't know. They're probably not in rivers, but I'm sure there's some poison type Pokemon that are in the water. Either way, they're getting their poison water. And they're getting one from Misty. And Misty sees a Farfetch, so she tries to catch it. It belongs to this bandit who he pretends he's a good guy, but he switches backpacks with her and steals all her Pokemon. When Ash and Brock come back, they get mad at Misty for not telling them about the Farfetch. Not because she lost her Pokemon, but because she's trying to catch a Farfetch without them.
They almost don't even acknowledge that part.
Yeah. Poor Misty. So she's freaking out as one would freak out if you lost a Pokemon or an animal or a child or something like that. So they go out looking for them. Officer Jenny says, "Oh, this happens all the time." So that doesn't make them feel any better.
Right.
And then we get to a little bit of shenanigans where
it'd be weird if you still had your Pokemon.
Right. So then we get some shenanigans where the bandit steals, just convincing James and Jesse that he's giving them free Pokemon when in reality he's stealing their Pokemon. And also Farfetch gets a few whacks on Meowth's head. So at this point, now Team Rocket's pissed off, Misty's mad. Everybody's trying to catch this guy. And we get to hear a sob story about how, only if you weren't such a weak Pokemon, Farfetch, then we wouldn't have to steal from everyone.
Only you weren't such a piece of shit.
Yeah. Which is called gaslighting. And so Farfetch is like, yeah, I suck so bad, so let's just steal. I don't know, maybe Farfetch doesn't want to show him what he's got. I think he just wants... He probably is into it too, He probably likes stealing. And like
I thought you said, he probably likes being put down and demeaned. He's probably into that.
Well, no.
He's probably into that.
I'm just saying he probably puts up with it so that he can steal. Because it's a freaking dirty, rotten, ugly Pokemon. I don't want to see that thing. And so, like you said in the last episode, this bandit, which we don't even get his name. He's like the main character of the episode. We don't get his name. He, I guess he kind of seems like he enjoys it. He says he doesn't like it, but he does. He looks like he's having fun. He's stealing people's Pokemon. I don't know. He doesn't seem remorseful. He only seems remorseful, I guess, when he has to sit down and face Farfetch'd and be like, "Oh, look what I turned you into. It's your fault though, because you're weak."
Yeah.
So yeah, that.
And then I would take ownership.
Right. After that, for me, comes the highlight of the episode, and that's Psyduck escapes. He, not Tom Phillips style, but he escapes.
He's quite the Houdini.
Yeah, he's quite the Houdini. And so he gets to Misty, and Misty's like, "Where's the bandit?" They might not have said bandit. They probably said robber or something. I just named this guy Bandit. And he's like, I don't know. It's like, well, where did you come from? I don't know. Like,
it's like trying to get some information out of a toddler.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Do you know if my Pokemon are okay?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Did he kill my Pokemon? Maybe. I don't know. Were you with them? Yes, I was. Okay, so you were with them. Yeah. So somehow he gets them to the. Maybe just because this is a cartoon and we have to have a happy ending. But Psyduck, I just feel like in real life Pokemon, Psyduck would not have found this bandit. They would have been wandering around the forest for the rest of the for the rest of the season. They would have ended up back in that bread town with the bread owner and the bread seller. Oh, so yeah, somehow they find the guy.
Yeah.
And then his Farfetch'd actually fights the other Pokemon. Fights, what does he fight? Bulbasaur, and he fights Psyduck.
Yeah.
And he actually beats Bulbasaur, which surprises the bandit. And then, which shouldn't surprise him, he's a flying type. But he doesn't know his stuff. And Psyduck beats him because Farfetch'd's strategy to beat the Psyduck was to hit him in the head a bunch of times with his stick, which wasn't hurting Psyduck at all. It was just giving him a headache.
He was all proud of it too. He was like, "Yee!" Like a kid, like just playing on the drum. He just.
I feel like if Pokemon were real, I feel like we would be pretty good trainers in this world because people are pretty clueless. Like if we had a Farfetch, which I wouldn't, but if we had a Farfetch and we had a battle of Psyduck, I think the last thing we would say is just keep hitting his head and making his headache worse.
Not the top. You want to swing.
I'd be like, wing attack. I think wing attack would probably look pretty awkward.
I would have been a villain so fast. Just within the first 5 minutes of me having a Pokemon. I'm like, how can I exploit the world?
Oh man. Well, I think I'd just follow you and try to keep you in line
keep me in check.
As best as I could, Yeah. Like I had
should we
when I was
we can retire and be some water herders. And
what? We'll just be cattle thief. Yeah. We'll steal everyone's milk tanks.
Mm-hmm. We can tip them.
We love milk. I love milk.
That doesn't smell like mud.
That doesn't smell like mud. Dude, every time you say Tommy Boy, I just think of him falling through the bed, and I know that's Black Sheep.
Oh, bro, it's my favorite part. I
get those two confused.
I have never laughed at a movie so hard than I have at Black Sheep to this day.
So, I found out the other day that SNL had actually fired Adam Sandler and Chris Farley when they had him on.
I had no idea, really.
That blew my mind. I'm like, wow, that's like two of the biggest comedy talents you've ever had.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Crazy. So, yeah. Black Sheep, man. I really do need to rewatch that one. It's so good. Is that the one where they're driving and the policeman stops them? Do you have any idea how fast you were going? He's like, I don't know, 50, 60 tops.
No, that's Tommy Boy.
You were going... was that Tommy Boy? You were going 4 miles an hour.
Oh, never mind. No.
Because I
Oh,
guess
wait, no.
like,
Tommy
drugs
Boy
in
was
the
like
back
the
and it
oil.
lights on fire.
Hey, Tommy Boy, who put the oil in? He's like, I did. Don't even tell me I didn't, because I know I did. Like, yeah. Most people throw away the can when they're done with it.
I remember that part. Oh man, I need to rewatch those. Those are good movies.
Bro, Tommy Boy is just the best ever.
Dude, that deer scene,
so
I couldn't
quotable.
stop laughing. Yeah, that deer scene, I could not stop laughing.
Oh yeah,
And when he breaks the car door,
What'd you
and
do?
David Spade comes back, yeah. What did you do? Oh man.
You killed Bambi.
Oh man, maybe that's what I'll watch tonight if we have time. Okay, so I think that's the recap. That's pretty much the recap. And well, have we drawn any conclusions from this last episode?
Yeah, no lessons learned. No, it was just a weird episode. How the police forced them to bully this kid into submission, and
I mean, that's not out of the ordinary though.
yeah.
The police to do.
We know we know due process is an American thing, and nothing.
Well, today we got a new episode called, it's episode 47, and it's called Who Gets to Keep Togepi? Who's Togepi? We don't know. Are you guys giving out some secret information about this episode?
Yeah.
Why did they say that before we even know what's in the egg?
Who gets to keep Togepi? Man, I didn't know Togepi was
Right
in
here.
season 1.
Yeah. I feel like Pokemon does this a lot. I'm pretty sure there's an episode later on where like Ash is fighting someone in the Pokemon League and it says, you know, Ash gets beat or something like that is the title, you know? And then it starts the episode and he's in the Pokemon League. I'm like, well, I wonder what will happen.
He like wins and it's like, oh, they meant emotionally. That was a roller coaster of a battle.
They
So misleading.
Oh, after the Pokemon League, he got jumped. I see. That makes sense. Yeah. Well, do you remember this episode?
If it's, I think I do. It's an okay episode from what I remember.
I think the only thing I remember about it is they're arguing over who gets to keep Togepi.
Yeah,
Right?
like the title said. There was a spoiler in the title.
Yeah, I guess I do remember that they argue about who gets to keep Togepi. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah,
I don't remember anything about this episode.
I think even like Team Rocket's in there too. Like they want to keep Togepi too.
Oh yeah, for sure Team Rocket's in this episode. I think they're in the next episode too, if I remember
Just in every
correctly.
episode. I feel like, and I think there's like a tournament battle in this one too. I feel like they tournament battle for Togepi, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh, okay. I might like this one then.
Mm-hmm.
I like me some fighting.
You ready to get started?
I'm ready.
Alright, YouTube, we'll be right back. BRB,
Link is in the description.
hold your breath. You can exhale when we're back. You'll be fine, I promise. Let's go. By the way, you ready to do like a 3, 2, 1?
Catch 'em all, Pokemon.
Gloom.
Gloom.
There is gloom in.
That's definitely not how. That's definitely not how he says his name. Gloom. All right. Well, hello, YouTube.
You can breathe again,
your
YouTube.
breath?
We're back.
You can breathe. Okay.
You can let out that air.
It has been like 30 minutes for us. But for you guys, it has not. Yeah.
Are you feeling like better about yourself after that episode, or like a little bit worse? Or...
About myself?
Mm-hmm.
Like, did it destroy my self-esteem kind of thing? Or did it cause depression and anxiety?
You're like a better person now?
I feel like I've been baptized.
No.
Fires of hell. No, I mean, initial thoughts. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this episode quite a bit. You?
I don't know. It was definitely an episode. I didn't not like it.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely wasn't. It had. I feel like it had its moments, but the moments that it had were good. Were really good. But as a whole, it was definitely not like a masterpiece. It was not even a Pokemon masterpiece, but it had good, really good moments.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I guess let me start off. I guess with my. So our heroes are in a small town at a diner, going over the egg they found, wondering what could be inside of it. Little do they know Team Rocket was there, eavesdropping, also wondering what was inside of it. They get an idea to steal the egg when our heroes go outside the restaurant they're in. Team Rocket's there with a basket of eggs, all colored crazy ways. They bump into them, the eggs spill, and Meowth steals a real one. They see Meowth have the real one, and Team Rocket breaks for it. We are given a 5-minute montage, like a Rocky montage, of Meowth caring for this egg. Wow, and it takes place over the span of a day.
Bro, you gotta cool it with the Rocky montages, man. Like, Rocky is like a masterpiece.
Is the montage
like,
is
one of my top 3 favorite movies of all time. And you can't just be calling everything Rocky montage. We can't be.
What else does montages? I don't even know. I feel like
there's
Rocky,
no way that Pokemon's ever gonna have a Rocky montage.
Rocky is like the only movie that comes to mind that has a montage like that. But
because it's the most epic.
Yeah,
it's the greatest of all time. I mean, you know what's a good montage? A good montage to compare to? Iron Man 1 has a good montage. When he's trying to figure all his machinery out and how it's going to work.
I don't remember that one.
Because it's kind of clunky, you know.
Well,
you don't remember Iron Man 1? It was a long time ago it came out, so. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, it turns out that Team Rocket has left a trail of eggs somehow, leading all the way back to the cabin. What's even weirder is, though, our heroes saw Meowth had the real egg and started to chase after them. They had an egg trail to follow. We had Team Rocket had this egg for over a day without our heroes catching up to them. Like, the time doesn't really make sense.
Oh, wow. That's your hang up?
Yeah. But
yikes.
They break a window, they go in.
That was very important to me.
They just like jump Team Rocket like in their own home. Team Rocket sees that once Ash has stolen the egg bag, decides to fight back. There was a smoke screen thrown, and it'll just hot potato with the egg. Till eventually Pikachu gets it, gives it to Ash, and it starts to hatch. It's a Togepi. Our crew just electrocutes the shit out of Team Rocket and leaves. As they are deciding who gets to keep Togepi, Meowth finds them and is like, I should keep Togepi because I've taken care of him longer than all of y'all put together. But really, it was just like overnight one night, you know?
Which is not true.
It's not true at all.
Yeah.
But
he literally had a sleepover with it.
He still has laid claim to the Togepi. And Ash recognizes this claim and uses it as an excuse to have a Pokemon battle tournament. What do you say, like sudden death or something? Or what was the terms he used for the rules? Sudden death?
Right, yeah.
Or...
Sudden death. Yeah, sudden death.
They each get one Pokemon.
Will only use one Pokemon. Although Ash didn't even keep his rules because he used Bulbasaur and he used Pikachu.
Yeah, he should have just used Pikachu both times.
So he didn't even keep his own rules.
Disqualified. It goes to Meowth. Although Meowth...
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, Meowth won that tournament.
Meowth used an outside object, so I don't even know if that's breaking
yeah,
the rules.
he cheated too.
It's like in the WWE, you know, like when they knock out the ref and then they go and grab the chair, you know?
Yeah, anything goes. Yeah. It's exactly like that. Yeah, Meowth cheated with the water. Ash used 2 Pokemon, so he should have been disqualified. And Misty lost. So it really should have gone to Brock because he raised it, and gone to Brock because he didn't cheat.
Yeah.
I guess he lost 2, though. It'd have to go between Misty and Brock. Which Misty would probably destroy Brock. Okay, yeah, Misty wins.
Misty wins.
Sorry.
Ash wins the tournament, and but Togepi chooses Misty, and so Misty got to keep the Togepi, meaning the whole tournament was a waste of time.
And all the raising that Brock did was a waste
all the
of time.
raising was a waste of time.
Waste of his time, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. His Pokemon was a waste of time.
You want to get what? What are your thoughts on this
episode?
That's
it. That's the end of the episode.
That's all, folks.
So, I think I have to clarify about what I said at the beginning. I think I've gotten into the habit during our Poke showings, during our Pokenana podcast.
Pokenana.
If you're listening on Spotify someday.
Yeah.
Is that most Pokemon episodes don't have a beautiful story that comes together with build-up and payoff and good storytelling. So, because that's the case for pretty much every episode, I usually try to focus on moments and scenes and stuff like that more than anything. And usually, lately, I've been kind of saying, oh, this one had a lot of cool moments, so it's a good episode. So, I recognize that this episode was not one of the best or even really great. But they had a lot of... And it was quick. Like, everything that happened in this episode was pretty quick. Jumped from one thing to another really fast. And that was definitely a turn-off in this episode. But I feel like there were so many good moments, comedy-wise, and even we got some battles, which made me happy. First of all, starting with the phone call with Professor Oak. Professor Oak, because he's a professor of Pokemon, I guess. Is that what he is? Is he a Pokemon professor? First thing he says is obviously, oh, your Pikachu looks healthy, he looks good. Which is probably what a professor would do. Like, oh, this is a starter I gave you. This was my Pokemon I gave to you. I can see he's doing good. That's great.
You think it's more of like surprise? You think it's more like, oh wow, Ash, your Pikachu's actually looking healthy. Mm-hmm. Not expect that from you.
Probably, yeah. He's probably a surprise. But immediately, Misty's like, I'm fine too. Mm-hmm. Which I'm starting to be convinced that Professor Oak is just kind of a ladies' man. he's getting Ash's mom. You know, since Ash has left, she's been getting her to himself. And then he gets on the phone with Ash, and Misty wants to make sure that Professor Oak sees her, and that he knows that she's fine too.
Remember, it was just a couple episodes that Professor Oak convinced her to put a skimpy bikini on and go model around.
Yeah. Yeah, I think girls have a thing for professors in the Pokemon universe.
I feel like it's just everywhere.
But of course, Professor
probably
Oak,
in real life too. You know.
Probably. But yeah, so I thought like, yeah, that was Misty. You know, she's just trying to show Professor that she's fine too. But Professor literally says nothing to her, to completely ignores her, because he's getting his own from behind from Ash's muck.
Yeah.
Ash's muck is just getting all up in Professor Oak. And then what happens? What did you say? He switches the tables on Muck?
Yeah. Muck is Muck's on. Muck has
and he
him
gets
bent
on top
over.
of Muck.
And then a second later, he did some like jujitsu, and he was the aggressor. He had Muck over the table.
Yeah, this is all on This is all on camera.
A bunch of 10-year-olds watching.
Yeah. So then later, they're looking at the right. This is not good TV. So then all the guys are, you know, Rocket, Misty, and Ash are talking about, hey, I wonder what this egg's gonna be. Misty's like, ooh, I hope it's a tentacruel. I think she was just like turned on with the professor, so she went straight to like tentacles. You know,
Yeah.
It's a Japanese thing. I heard.
I heard.
Yeah. And I've heard, yeah. Just from my ears. It's my ears. And then Brock wants a golem, which is ridiculous because that just means it'd be a Geodude, and he already has one. And it's stupid. I wish someone would have told him that. And I think, was it Ash that wanted a Lapras?
No, Misty.
See, that one made sense.
Ash said
Misty, what did Ash
Aerodactyl.
want? He just didn't want an Aerodactyl. Oh, he did want an
He was
Aerodactyl?
like, Aerodactyl. He's like,
That would have been
maybe
sweet
not.
if it was an Aerodactyl. Can you imagine?
I mean, that would make sense.
Maybe not.
From where they
That
got
would have been a cool Pokemon to
from
have,
where they
though.
got the egg, you know, like I'm not really understanding where they got
Exactly.
a Togepi egg from. Unless like someone dropped it and they just like picked it up.
Right.
Ash stole someone's egg.
Yeah, there's no way it was going to be a water Pokemon. There's no way it was going to be a water Pokemon in the middle of the desert. Stupid Misty. Everybody, you're all stupid. Anyway, speaking of stupid, when Jesse and James leave all the eggs behind, the first thing Ash says is, "Wow, they're pretty dumb." Which is a lot coming from Ash, I guess.
Yeah.
I also forgot, we got to see Jesse in a maid outfit, so points for that.
Yeah, we had totally
Jesse in
missed
a maid outfit, Brock in his... You missed it?
Yeah.
She looked good. We got to see her in a maid outfit. We got to see Brock in his pajamas.
Oh, I thought you said James in a maid outfit.
And we were no, Jesse.
Oh.
Yeah. And I don't know if I said James. I meant Jesse. And then I'm pretty sure we saw Lux Pecker, but I could be wrong. I mean, it's hard to tell with all that ooey gooey.
Yeah.
There's of course the big shenanigan where they're just dropping the egg, catching, dropping the egg with Weezing spreading his gases all over everyone. And I thought Team Rocket was not bad in that battle. They have a scene where he's sending Weezing. Oh, Weezing does the gas, and then Arbok is attacking Ash. So then Ash like ducks to get slashed in the face with Meowth. They had a pretty good like triple threat move there that I liked and enjoyed.
Yeah, it's probably been
I think that would be cool to do.
Probably
in
been
games
rehearsed a
where you can do
couple
something like
times.
that. You think
They
they
probably
reverse
practice
things?
it.
I just imagine Team Rocket being like the Guardians of the Galaxy.
They just like run drills.
Maybe. For some reason, I imagine them being like Guardians of the Galaxy and just winging everything.
Yeah.
But you're probably right. They probably do plan things ahead of time.
You know, all the time they have to
You're
practice
probably
their magic tricks, and acrobats, and
Right. Yeah, they must. They must have everything planned all the time. The Pokedex. Do you have any words to say about this Pokedex? Even the updated one?
yeah, we got updated. He said even the voice got updated. It sounded the same to me. I'm gonna have to like play them side by side to really hear the difference. You know,
the only thing I can think is that it sucks. It still didn't know anything. It didn't know anything before, and it doesn't know anything now.
maybe like they update like for like single Pokemons, like little patches. Like maybe now if they point out a Gengar, it won't be like unknown Pokemon. You know, like it'll be like, oh, this is Gengar. It's been in the Elite Four tons of times. We know.
Probably
we know
not even that.
about
It'll be like, I believe this. People think this is a ghost Pokemon. That is all I have.
Mm-hmm.
It'll probably be something like that. So then, yeah, Meowth falls in love. The egg takes care of it. That whole scene lasted a little longer than I would have liked.
Really?
Points down for that. Oh, did you like that?
No, but
I guess I guess it added to the episode for Meowth to love the egg.
I feel like it wasn't long enough to really build like a rapport or like a relationship. You know, they included it to make us like feel for the relationship. You know, like like Meowth's going to touch this egg. You know,
Right.
but it was like that little 5-minute un-Rocky montage, not Rocky montage. You know, of just Meowth caring for the egg. You know, but Brock had a smaller montage.
Could you imagine a Rocky montage? Okay, hold on. Could you imagine a Rocky montage where he's just like taking a bath and putting on his pajamas?
Yeah. Just like curling up with an egg.
Hey, yo, Adrian.
Where's my egg?
Put on the hot water.
Not too hot.
Where's my egg?
Brock
I live in Philadelphia. There's no hot water.
Brock had a very his montage was like half a Meowth's, and it was still more powerful because it was very direct, you know. And I say powerful very loosely.
This time has passed.
Very loosely, I say powerful.
But we know days have passed by. Maybe weeks have passed by.
Yeah.
With Meowth, we know for a surety it was just one day.
Yeah.
I understand that's like added to the episode, having Meowth care for the egg or have stakes in who keeps the egg. But maybe we could have done something else. You know, we don't have to do a montage of him eating with it and bathing with it and all that. Maybe there was, maybe he could have had a flashback of, I don't know, some egg he took care of a long time ago and he got stolen or something like that. You know, something really quick.
Yeah, or like they could have had the egg for a couple episodes. You know,
where Team Rocket steals it and actually keeps it for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have taken some planning.
Because then Brock would have had the egg, and then Meowth would have had the egg, and he would have had a bigger, more understandable claim to the egg, you know?
Right, yeah. That would have taken some planning, but yes, that would have been better.
Yeah. They're not known for that.
They're not known for that. So we have this four-way battle. I guess it's not a four-way, it's just a one-on-one
sudden death
battle. Sudden death. The Meowth Onyx battle, for what it is, I really liked it. For Pokemon battle is good. I like Meowth cheated. He's Team Rocket. It's fine. But in this case, instead of cheating because he's bad, he cheated because he cares so much about the egg, and it's like a mother instinct or whatever to do whatever it takes to cheat. Yeah. And that's that shot. I love that shot of the water splashing on Onyx. Yeah, just scratching him. The Bulbasaur battle was interesting.
I like how Ash's first instinct was like, Bulbasaur, lick its head.
Yeah.
What?
No, like how you do with me.
Yeah,
like that. Yeah.
Pretend like you're bathing me.
Yeah. Pretend you're bathing me. and when he does tickle attack, like Bulbasaur knows exactly what he's talking about. Like,
yeah.
He's practiced this.
Oh man, it was. So...
I mean, Ash is 10 years old, man. He just needs a mom to tickle him and lick him every now and then.
That's how my mom used to bathe me. Lick me in the back of the head.
Yeah. And in the end was...
Man, just like my Uncle Oak used to do
like
when I was a child. Everyone's worried and concerned now. They're like, oh no. He should not have an egg. I'm not even sure you should have Pokemon anymore. He doesn't need anything but a therapist. He's just. They're like, here's your constellation second place prize, a lifetime supply of therapy visits. You should stop tickling your Pokemon and having them tickle you.
Oh god!
Stop licking each other.
Oh man, the rest of the series is him in a mental hospital with Mr. Mimes.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh man, but yeah, I think the best part of this episode was the Pikachu win.
Yeah, just like
was so pumped up.
Tap on the forehead. And just like...
Meowth was so ready for the finals. Just so pumped up.
Reset.
And Team Rocket was, yeah. And James was just on the side eating a bag of potatoes. And that was it. So, lots of moments in this episode. Lots of moments. Some
moments
pretty good,
that
some
added up together to make a story.
Moments that added up together to create like some kind of occurrence that happened. Yeah, no, not a great story, not a great plot. I mean, the idea of this episode is they're trying.
This would have been
who gets to keep
like instead of the freaking. Like giant Pokemon episode, like this would have been a great two-parter. Like set up the emotions and the stakes with the egg in the first part, and then have a really cool tournament in the second part. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wish by this time, Team Rocket had more Pokemon, because in a tournament that would be a really cool idea, a 4-way tournament, and Team Rocket could actually help instead of Meowth having them sit.
Mm-hmm.
And if they had new Pokemon, it would have been cool to see like who used what, and maybe typings could have come into play. And yeah,
you know what's weird is
maybe less licking, unless we have a Lickitung, then that would have been okay. Maybe Lickitung and Bulbasaur could lick each other. If that's what you're into.
I don't know why, but I remember the episode they catch their next Pokemon. It's like in my brain. I don't know why after all these years.
Was it the Lickitung?
No, not the Lickitung. I forgot about that actually. Misty gets like a Survivor, I think. And
what? Bro, Survivor's not even Johto. Survivor is Hoenn.
Oh. I remember Misty getting a Survivor and James gets a Wobbuffet.
Wobbuffet is from Johto, but I did not know that I did not know that Misty was in Hoenn.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be interesting. She doesn't even. That's not even a water Pokemon. What the heck?
I just remember being like, really? And you trade your old snake for a new snake?
Oh, you mean Jessie, not Misty.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I didn't even say
okay.
Misty, Jessie. And James gets a Wobbuffet.
Yeah, I imagine James probably gets to Wobba Fett in season 3, which is Johto, I think.
Man, I didn't know I saw it, Johto. I know at some point James gets a victory bell. That was pretty uncomfortable.
Yeah, Victory Bell should be probably his next.
That's probably when she gets her Lickitung.
No, I think he catches a Weeping Bell and it evolves later. I could be wrong. And it's always putting him inside of his mouth.
Yeah. Ew. Not now. You know this. You know this is nighttime activity.
Not with my clothes on.
Yeah, that's probably his sleeping bag now. He's like, I like to sleep head first. He's just like.
Oh man, could you imagine sleeping in a Victory Bell? That'd be so gross. Is it wet in there?
I don't know.
Sappy or something? I don't know. Ugh.
Or it's a bit's itchy and polleny.
Probably.
I hope it's not wet like a mouth.
That'd be great. I wonder what it'd be like to sleep in the mouth. I'm gonna stop wondering these things. Okay, you go, right, man.
What was I saying? I don't even know. What were we talking about?
Just, what do you think of the episode?
I definitely feel like it was all over the place. I definitely feel like they forced a lot of things to happen and didn't give any thought to it. They're like, okay, we need to make Meowth take care of the egg, so Meowth has to steal the egg, you know? They're like, okay, but the heroes have to eventually find them. How do they find them? Oh, Team Rocket left a giant trail that spans over a day's worth of hiking of eggs behind them. First of all, do you know how many eggs that have to be?
Wow, they're pretty dumb.
Yeah.
And they were close together too. It
Yeah.
wasn't like they were super far apart. How many eggs did they have?
Because they followed that trail for over a day. Yes, this part bothers me. Out of the whole episode.
I think James. I think Team Rocket is just the most. They're so talented. They have so many gifts, and they're not completely useless, but they make such huge mistakes, such humongous mistakes.
Yeah, they're just known for leaving trails. First it was this seahorse just regurgitating its stomach bile all over the floor up to them, and
right.
They'll get it right one day, I'm sure.
You think so?
What would you rate this episode?
Oh, you have nothing else to say?
No. I kind of just buttered in your whole time.
Man of few words today, huh?
This episode was very straightforward. There wasn't a lot of thought put behind it. There was a lot of things they wanted done in the episode. Okay, we need to establish we're wondering what's in the egg. Team Rocket needs to get the egg. Meowth needs to spend time with the egg. They need a fight over the egg. They need a tournament over the egg. Yeah. That's a lot to put in one 30-minute episode. And then they gave no thoughts how to connect these plots. Which is why they're connected in the most ridiculous ways.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't disagree with that. So we should do encounters first.
Before
are we counting? Yeah, are we counting the Pokemon that they were envisioning or not?
Yeah, we can. Because if we don't, then what's left? Just Togepi?
Just Togepi, yeah.
Yeah, we might as well include the other ones.
So I wouldn't include Aerodactyl because that was just a flashback of the last Aerodactyl. Mm-hmm. But the other ones they looked at was were Lapras, Tentacruel, Golem, and then there's Togepi. I know you're gonna pick Golem, huh?
I think so.
Yeah.
Which
I'll
is
go with
crazy
Tentacruel.
because I hate that typing. I hate it so much.
It's rough to have a rock typing, yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Especially
4 times a
because
week to grass and
water-
4 times a week to water.
Water types are so prevalent in the game. You know?
Probably the most prevalent.
And like I feel like the three main typings are fire, water, and grass. Like those are the starters in every game.
I wouldn't say no.
No?
Fire, no. I'd say like in a region, there's so many water types. Always.
No. I'm
Usually
saying
always.
like for battling wise, like every game the starters are fire, water, and grass.
True, but you're not going to run into many fire types during a
But
run.
if you're gonna use Golem in battle, it means most trainers are gonna have either fire, water, or grass. And
Oh,
he's
you're
weak
just saying
to
like you're saying competitively. You're not saying like in the game.
Yes, and he's weak to 2/3 of them. 2/3 of the starting types.
Yeah.
Not to mention I feel like the most prevalent typing in every game is like water types. You know, there's just so many.
Yeah,
and he's weak.
Yeah,
He's 4
I think
times to all of them.
I think for a Pokemon like that, you got to do it like Tyranitar, right? Like you got to give Pokemon's gonna have lots of weaknesses like that. You got to buff him. You got to give him like really great stats. Really great stats.
Yeah, and not just
it's
that.
like Gyarados. Like Gyarados is 4 times weak to Electric.
But
And so he's got buffed stats. But this guy is 4 times weak to 2 different typings.
and on top of that, like most water moves are like special attack. He's got like no special defense. You know, and a lot of the favorited grass type moves are special attacks. You know, it's not a good look. Like solar beam, energy ball.
But he looks good. But he does look good.
Yeah. But I mean, like when he's doing what he needs to do, he's really good. Like absorbing physical damage, you know, or going against something that doesn't have a water or grass move.
Very specific
Very
situations.
specific
He's
niche.
so good.
A little niche that he fits in, but he does it well, you know?
Yeah. He's the best when you're fighting someone that's physical attacker and doesn't have water or grass moves.
Yeah.
And has weak physical defense and
Yeah.
so good. Yeah, I'll go with Tentacruel. I'm gonna be doing a solo run with that boy.
Oh, yeah.
Not for the tentacles, just because I think he looks cool.
For the tentacles.
And I think he's like an alien or something, right? Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna rate this. I'm gonna rate this Pokemon episode 2 huevos.
Oh.
Yeah, 2 huevos. It's not a very well constructed episode. There are a bunch of stuff that's happening, and at the end, it just kind of comes together. But I still want to give it, you know, somewhat of a rating because a lot of the moments were funny to me or enjoyable to watch. This was an enjoyable episode, even though it wasn't a good one. I might go 2.5. I'm gonna go 2.5 huevos. I don't know what a half a huevo looks like, but just use your
Like
imagination.
Togepi, just like half a shell. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, not those kind of huevos.
oh no.
No.
I'm gonna go two back of the head licks.
Okay.
Just way too much going on in one episode. This need to be
Yeah.
over a span of episodes or something. But entertaining.
I-
It went by fast.
Yeah, bro, I agree with you 100%. Like, pretty much on everything you said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you better.
yeah. I think I agree with you on everything you said, but I also feel like I enjoyed the episode.
Except for the Rocky montage part.
Yeah, it's not a Rocky montage. And I've seen all the Rocky movies. There's none where he's in the bath. Putting the
Alright,
hot
it's like when
water
they think the
on it.
montage is too far. Just like everything he does.
In the toilet. Oh, with my toilet paper.
Just shows him like drinking some fiber before that.
Bro.
Some coffee.
I don't know if it's been done, but like Robot Chicken or like Family Guy or something, you gotta do like a Rocky montage that went too far on the Rocky movies. That'd be great. That'd be so good. So funny.
But good. So would you say this episode was good enough for you?
I mean, I want to know if Muck is good enough, but
right? What that Muck do?
Not, yeah, I want to know. Maybe I don't. No, it was not good enough.
I don't know. Muck just kind of like came out of nowhere and just like had his way with the professor. Didn't even care what the professor was like doing or who was watching. You know, just like. And then
Professor showed him who's alpha.
Just acted on primal instinct.
And Professor, he knows how these Pokemon work, so he knows he has to show him he's the alpha, so he has to unzip his pants and show him.
At that point, he probably just isn't wearing pants, just like a lab coat, like how like the Flashers wear like the trench coats, you know.
You just hear under the table, "Oh, Ash, honey, are you there?"
Oh
Mom?
no.
Yeah, all right. What do we got today? Nothing's ever good enough, and our contestant today is show it to me, Ryan, man. Show it to me. Ooh, your boy.
Your boy.
Your guy.
Your boy.
Guy. Your little squirt that turns into a big squirt. Machop. Okay, this is me interesting because I don't really have well thought out ideas yet of this evolutionary line.
Awesome.
I've never used it.
You go ahead and go first then. And I'm just kidding.
All right.
I'm just kidding. I go first. Oh my. So I don't know if it was you, but like this guy gives me shark vibes. You know, he's got fins.
No, you were telling me that.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I've never thought of it, but I totally see it now.
Yeah, he's got like the gills on his nipples. He's got like the fins. I noticed he has fingers but no toes.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of weird.
Does his tail look like a flipper or something?
Is there one?
It kind of, right?
Like a little fin, yeah. Like it feels like swimming, just like face down, like pretending to be dead. It'll look like a little Jaws fin.
It definitely would, yeah. That makes me like it more, actually.
Here he looks like a little dinosaur.
Design. That makes me like it a lot more, because to me it's a plain design, but like think of the shark features, it's cool.
Mm-hmm. I like how, look, it's like evolution to a Machop. It has like a little like just regular belt.
just like a TJ Maxx belt.
Oh, man.
And the one between Machoke and Machamp.
He's got like little baby arms
in the back.
Oh no.
Oh, man. It's like Deadpool when he gets like a body part ripped off. It just starts growing little by little.
You know, like my thing is like, if you know what, I'll wait. I'll say my opinion on Machamp when we get to Machamp.
Okay.
Of course, there are female Machops. You know, he's got some. They gave him some pictorials. I guess that's the only difference. But he's definitely the original Shark Boy.
Shark Boy. Close your eyes, go to sleep. Dream.
Man. But he's great. Like, he's definitely one of my favorite Pokemon. Although I've never used him in a run, and I want to.
Yeah, I've never used them either. I don't think there's any differences between the males and females.
I see some differences.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, in that picture, maybe. Machop, I'm gonna look. Machop line would be gender variant.
While you're doing that, we can look at looks like fighting type, catch rate. Oh, catch ratio. So look, there's just only 25% of them are female. Sausage party. Anytime you see them.
Sausage party. Yeah. Fun fact: Machops all come from Greece.
Looks like he's about 43 pounds. 2 feet tall. So these guys are little. This guy's like a toddler size.
Yeah, he's definitely a little guy. He's just a little guy.
Humanoid Pokemon, blue-gray skin, top, red eyes, relatively flat face. Flat face?
So the Pokedex says that Machop is the superpower Pokemon. Machop has muscles that never tire,
Look, it says,
no matter how much they exercise. Machop has enough strength to throw 100. 100 what? Lost it.
Are you reading down here?
No, I'm reading it on my computer.
It says Machop's entire body is covered with muscles that will never tire or cramp. With these muscles, it can lift many times its own body weight. It is even capable of hurling up to 100 adults.
Yeah.
It spends its time and energy working out and practicing all forms of martial arts, striving to improve its abilities. One of its daily routines involves lifting boulders and graveler repeatedly as they were barbells. It becomes more dedicated the more its muscles grow. Once it feels confident, it challenges Matuhita to a battle.
Oh wow.
Machop lives in the mountains, and its diet includes highly nutritious foods that allows it to efficiently build up its muscles. Vital Throw was its signature move.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
But I was wanting to focus on its feet appear to have no toes, while its hands have 5 fingers. Machop also has a short, stubby tail.
Yeah. That's cool. I like that.
In the anime, oh my god, what is happening?
Obviously, like, obviously, like, this has been put to the test if they're willing to put on the Pokedex that it can hurl 100 adults.
Yeah.
Like, this has obviously happened.
Yeah, not just like one time either. This is like a tradition of Machops go through that has been proven over the test of time. It's been scientifically tested.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look very strong. It doesn't look like a strong Pokemon, but I guess if you have muscles that never tire, I mean, that's the next best thing. I can't even imagine what that would be like. Just have muscles that never tire. I would end up looking like Machamp too, probably.
Just like Machamp.
Just like, yeah.
Exactly.
Arms.
Like Machamp.
Fins on my head. Oh, that'd be weird. But I'm sure someone would want me as my sleep buddy. Oh, what's that new Pokemon thing?
Oh yeah, the Pokemon Sleep.
Pokemon Sleep. Yeah. Well, let me see Machop. Let me see this guy. I'm gonna judge him by his looks now.
I feel like there was just some really good. Maybe not.
Oh.
He's like all the moves he can learn. But here you go.
There we go. Yeah, he's very plain. The design's very, very plain. I feel like if you didn't point out the whole shark vibe, I would like it less. But yeah, this is one of those Pokemon I feel like you look at it and you say, I feel like I don't need to judge it because I know this is just the beginning stages of something that's something new. That's something that's gonna be different. So it's kind of like judging a baby. It's kind of like judging like a toddler and saying like, oh, I wonder if this toddler is gonna be an attractive adult or something. You know, like just don't do that. Just wait. Or not wait, just look at adults your own age. And then, you can judge them. So, I don't know. Machop to me, he is, like you said, he looks like a toddler. He's not a cute toddler.
He's 2 feet tall.
I mean, I guess he's kind of cute, I guess, a little bit, but I really don't have much of an opinion. I don't think he's ugly. I don't think he's cute or awesome or anything like that. I look at it and I'm just like, oh, he's going to turn into something cool, I'm sure. And that he does, I think. Oh, that's a cool drawing. But choke though. Or you go with Machop. I'm already jumping the gun. I want to be talking about Machoke.
I mean, I got nothing left to say about Machop.
Okay. Alright, you go with Machoke first, man. I want to hear what you say first. The Helicopter King himself.
The Helicopter King. I gotta say, the first thing I want to say is do not like the belt. I feel like the shorts are needed because you don't need that monster just like flapping around while you're trying to battle. Unless
way more
the belt is probably like some kind of like rune enchanted like item to keep it at bay. Like otherwise, there's probably no shorts in the world that could contain the multi-headed Hydra that is probably like within those tight spandex. I also feel like for how much these things lift, it probably shouldn't be hitting a human, and it's probably like attempted murder.
Do you think he actually hit him?
I don't know.
To see. That's Chuck, I think. That'll be in Jono.
I've always wished on Machop that they gave him a neck. That was always one of like my little pet peeves with the design. Is like his head just like sits firmly on top of his chest.
Or maybe he has a neck, but his shoulders are so huge.
But then why is his neck like?
I don't know.
Like
I have met people that look like that, bro.
Like that.
Yes, like that.
I look like this.
Exactly like that.
I have no neck. Yeah, I have no neck in the sense that like my chin connects to my chest through like a double chin, but he literally just has no neck.
Yeah. Oh, that's scary.
He kind of looks like Louisa right here.
Yeah, Louisa. Great reference.
What is happening here, though?
Remember I told you in Sun and Moon, you can pet them? Yeah, you can pet them in Sun and Moon.
I definitely feel like he does keep like some of his like shark-like or like almost like crocodile-like features, here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he definitely looks like a croc. Actually, alligator, I would say.
But I like what they were going for, just like a bodybuilder, just like buff fighting Pokemon,
Yeah. You're gonna keep it on this, aren't you?
Yeah. Go ahead now, what do you think about?
Oh, jeez. I can't concentrate. I kind of want to see that 3D one, though. What is it called? 3D? OBJ file? I wonder if they've made more Pokemon, because that's really cool, the 3D, that 3D look. These are like the 3D prints,
You see,
right?
look how better it looks without the belt.
Ooh, I don't know. It looks like a Chippendale now.
You can see the abs, and you can almost see the package, too. Or...
Did someone create an actual Machoke?
Yeah, that's a person.
Dude. Oh, gosh. Okay. Can I go back to a regular picture of Machoke?
Sure.
Please. Please. Make it stop. Oh, there's the big bulge. And that's a female one, I think.
That was a big bulge. This one has a neck.
Okay, can I see the picture of like the Pokemon, actual Pokemon?
Yeah.
I figured there'd be a lot of DeviantArt. A lot of DeviantArt browsing for you on this one. Go ahead, I'll wait.
Is this not one that is acceptable?
No. Oh, okay, that's better. Can't even tell what's going on in that one. Okay. So, oh my gosh, please stop. This is not going to stop. Is it? Okay. Okay. You see that mouse? Just stop moving it.
I can't help it.
Yeah, this one's my favorite one of the three.
Really?
100%, yes. This one looks like a croc. The face, like you said, or alligator. It's got the fins on the top. The fins look cool. I love the lines on his arms and forearms. I don't know what they're supposed to be. Are those supposed to be gills too? If they are the most bad. It's the coolest looking gills I've ever seen.
I feel like they're like stretch marks. Like maybe his muscles grew so fast.
I don't know, bro. Maybe they're veins, like blood vessels, bro. They look so cool. If I could see that being like some war paint that someone would put on their arms, like if it was back in the day in war paint times, just put lines through your red lines through your arms, like you have blood coming out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Machoke, and he's buff, man. I mean, he's just like a typical, what do they call him? Muscle head.
Mm-hmm.
He's a muscle head with freaking. I love the red lines. I love his face. I definitely choose him as a sleeping buddy on Pokemon Sleep. Yes. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he's my favorite. He's a great design. I love him. I've never used a Pokemon Machop on a run, but you know, I would say that it would be tempting to just keep him at Machoke and not trade him because I like Machoke's design better than Machamp.
Maybe our next type run, I think I'll do fighting type. No, I have
Okay.
one there.
There you go. Type runs are fun to do. I really enjoyed our first type run. And the one we're doing now.
Mm-hmm.
We did our first type run was I did ground and Ryan did poison, and now he's doing psychic. No, you're doing ghost,
Ghost.
and I'm doing bug. Yeah.
I wonder. Let's see if there's like a. Let's
You
do a
want
75%
to compare their
now.
strengths or what?
Tillian, let's see if this is any different. Lower part of its body has black markings that resemble briefs.
Oh,
So those
they're
aren't
not
even briefs. Those are just like markings on its body.
oh,
It's always seen wearing a black and gold power save belt, resembling a championship belt. It possesses a large pectoral muscles that protrude slightly over its belt. So it's got like man titties that like hang over. Machoke is a Pokemon, min strength, muscles, hard as steel, capable of lifting an extremely heavy object with only its one finger. It's powerful enough to never get tired. It is a powerful Pokemon use multi-spite. There's a lot of manual labor.
oh, he has a belt because it helps him regulate his strength.
Yeah.
He's too strong.
It can
Needs to
be found in the
regulated.
mountains. Yikes.
It needs to be regulated, his strength. That's why. That's interesting. What did it say about his
What?
about the belt?
It's like a power save belt?
Power save. It said that he never gets tired, ever. His Pokemon just never gets tired, ever.
Oh my gosh.
That's insane. That's insane.
Oh, trivia. In the red and blue betas, Machoke was originally known as the Kung Fu Pokemon.
Oh, wow. He does not look like a Kung Fu Pokemon.
No, in the official Pokemon handbook, Machoke is described as being extremely narcissistic. Machoke likes its own body way too much. Sometimes it's too busy looking at itself in the mirror to train, which is exactly the opposite of the description given to Pokemon Stadium. Although it is incredibly strong, it is always modest. Interesting. Machoke's belt looks very similar to a winner's belt prop in Pokemon Black and White. Interesting. Machoke's complexion is somewhat a dark shade of blue, such as in the game, TCG, and promotional illustrations, but it is a much lighter blue complexion in the anime. Okay.
What do you think about Machoke?
He's definitely my least favorite of the evolution line.
Oh, okay.
But I can definitely see what you're into.
Please do explain.
I can definitely tell why you like this one.
You're like, did you first say that I can see why it turns you on? Is that what you said?
No, I said I see why you like this one.
Oh, okay. For some reason I heard, I could totally see why this turns you on.
I like...
I didn't say that.
Out loud.
Out loud. Jinx.
Machop's definitely my... I like Machop more than Machoke.
Okay.
But Machamp is my favorite of the three.
But what do you not like about Machoke?
The no neck, the no stomach, the belt. Is what really does it in. I like everything else.
Okay.
But you can kind of see they started to fix it on Machamp. He's not just pecs.
Yeah.
He's got a little bit of abdomen there. He's still at the
He doesn't have the
toes.
waistband all the way up.
The belt, I mean, like I would have done away with. There's no reason for him to have a belt. He hasn't earned the belt. He just evolved.
I mean, if it's regulating his strength, though, if he's just so powerful that he needs to have something to like calm him down.
I feel like that should be like an item, like how there's like leaf stones and stuff. Then,
yeah,
like give him like in order to evolve him a Chop, you need a power save belt.
No.
No.
That would be a cool idea.
It's kind of weird how like where they decided to put the arms, you know, like on the back instead of like maybe underneath. But I still love the designs. The 4 arms is super cool. You know, like a Goro.
Goro. They have a death battle video of Machamp versus Goro. It's so good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I recommend it.
But he's definitely my favorite. They kind of trade like the crocodile look for like a beak. I never really understood that part.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing that turns me off from Machamp.
To
me, it just looks like... to me, it doesn't even look like a beak. It looks like really big lips. Like, really thick, big lips. And that's, like, my biggest turn-off from Machamp. Like, enough to
really?
make...
Because that's my biggest turn-on on Machamp.
Oh, is it? To me, it just
Look
looks
at
like
this
really
no lip,
huge lips.
no lip having ass.
But a crocodile doesn't have lips, bro.
You know what you're missing out?
Yeah, man. That's enough for me to like Machoke more. those big old thick lips. Yikes!
You're like, what that mouth do?
What can that magnetic do? It's so big, it wraps around like his cheeks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I think it's more like beak-like than lips.
I guess that's what you see, I guess. Even so, even if it was a beak, it's why it just doesn't go with the rest of the evolution at all. One's like a shark, one's like a crocodile, and the other one's an ostrich. I don't know.
You know what's crazy is when I first ever heard about Pokemon cards, I remember I owned no Pokemon cards at the time. I went to one of my good friend's birthday parties, and we found starter deck tins at a Blockbuster, and they were Machamps.
You found some like they were selling, or you just found them like on the floor?
No, they were selling them.
Oh, okay.
And so we bought one for my friend.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say it's like one of the first starter decks that Pokemon came out with. It was
Really?
a Machamp deck, I wonder if it is the first. Let's look that up.
I would know that.
If I can type. You know, like the Machamps. Yeah, this is the Machamp on the cover.
Bro, those are like so expensive nowadays. Some people still have boxes like this that are unopened. It's insane. Yeah.
They don't even have pictures of the starter deck anymore. Just the Machamps that came in it.
Okay. That's cool.
But it's crazy because it was a starter deck, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I convinced my mom to buy him a starter deck from Blockbuster. And we get to the party, there's probably like 6 or 7 kids, right?
Yeah.
And it turns out that all of us bought him the starter deck.
Really?
Yeah, so he had like 7 or like starter decks, you know?
Why did everybody else buy him one?
Because none of us communicated, and we were like 7 years old.
Bro, that's crazy for you to for your mom to just do that. I just growing up, like for me, it was like, if I wanted something, it was like for my birthday or for Christmas. That's it.
It's because he was my best friend at the time.
Still.
Yeah, I know. I don't even think I got something like that for my birthday, but I got her to get him that. Let's see what this Machamp does. Is it even any good? Yeah, but this was the Machamp on the...
Bro, all the old cards are not good nowadays.
No?
The moves were very different back then. See? 4 energy for 60 damage.
Right, and you evolved into... Oh, here we go, I found it! $100.
Oh, dude, this is not
Nope, that's not it.
the original. Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
But it was that color. It was that color, which is why I thought.
Right, yeah. Yeah, Machamp, I mean, Machamp's a good design. I really enjoy him. I don't like him as much as Machoke, I guess. That's all. But I do like the design of Machamp.
Whenever your opponent attack damages Machamp, even if Machamp is knocked out, this power does 10 damage to the attacking Pokemon.
Ooh.
Yeah, or you can do 60 damage. So it's
With
got like
4 energy.
a little Rocky helmet to go with the.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's crazy. There's not even a picture of the starter deck anymore.
Yeah, maybe it was a fake.
That'd be crazy because we all got on one, you know?
Yeah, I'm just kidding. Probably wasn't. Yeah. Yeah, I think Machamp is one of those Pokemon that I think it looks cool, but I just never wanted to use, I guess. I remember one time my brother wanted, I don't know, he wanted a... We were playing Pokemon, and he wanted a Pokemon that I had that was super rare or something. I think I had a shiny that he wanted, but it wasn't like I had caught the shiny. I had like bought a new game and there was a shiny on there already.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want to keep it because I didn't catch it, you know. So if I didn't catch it, I didn't really want it. So I traded it to him. I was like, but like, get me like a level 50 Machamp for it. So he like leveled up a Machop and traded him and evolved him and got him leveled to 50 and then traded it to me. And then I put it in my box and I never touched it ever again. Just because I literally just wanted to have a Machamp, but I didn't necessarily want to use him. But I think he's got a pretty good move pool. He's got a good design. The lips bother me, but that's about it. The belt isn't much of an issue for me, though. I think that the belt, you know, it kind of gives him that WWE look, which I think is what they were going for.
Mm-hmm.
Although I guess originally it was Kung Fu. But did they have belts in Kung Fu tournaments? I wonder.
I don't know.
Well, pull up Machamp, dude. What are we looking at here? There we go. Yeah, I mean overall it's a good design for sure.
I like how like he's like feeding him in a bowl like a dog. When they clearly have hands. And not just hands, they have like opposable thumbs, like 5 fingers. You know, and he still gives them a bowl of food. Look how happy this guy is to get it too.
They probably don't know how to use utensils right, man. But yeah. Anyways.
Why are they together? Why is this like Lick Tongue like photoshopped in this picture?
I don't know. What would you rate this line though? Or do you have more to say about Machamp?
No, man, I thoroughly enjoy him. I really want to do a run with him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forget he's in Pokemon Unite. You can try him out. I'd give this line... Four Machoke Bulges.
Ooh, okay.
There are just some minor things that keep this from being like perfect, you know, like no toes, no neck, no abdomen, belt, beak.
Yeah.
But I thoroughly enjoy this line, man. It's a lot of fun. Wait, does he have a Mega?
No, but actually has a Gigantamax. Yeah, he has a Gigantamax.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
there you go.
Whoa.
Forgot about that. Yeah.
Never mind, we're not done yet.
We're not done yet.
I mean, this definitely could be worse. You know, like if they were to tell me they were gonna make a Gigantamax, you know, a lot of times they change the design. I would worry they'd give him like 6 arms, like an insect or something.
Mm-hmm.
Just like double down and go overboard, but it looks like they just kind of made his arms like Popeye-ish.
Yeah,
you know,
like fire coming out of him or something, or lava.
Yeah,
it's like lava coming out.
I mean, I like the look, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if you're very familiar with like the Street Fighters, But in Street Fighter 11, if you use the character Jax, the more you hit, you punch. He's like a boxer wrestler kind of fighter. The more you punch, like his hands and arms start to glow like that.
Oh, cool.
Pretty sweet. I like this design. I like it more than regular Machamp.
Dude, I love.
He's got some like pants, you know, really like that.
Yeah.
Or they're not even pants. He has black markings.
Black markings that are tights. They're like HBK. They have little kissy mouths on it. He comes out saying, "I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy."
He's doing the suck it.
No. Yeah, as he comes out. Yeah, I do have to say, like, I've never been big on the Mortal Kombat games, but characters that they made are phenomenal. I literally one time just got on a website and read about each one of the characters because they're so unique and so different and so cool. But yeah, Jax was cool.
If I had to guess...
And the movies, I love the movies.
Oh, yeah, for sure. If I had to guess what this Pokemon is, I would guess it was that Fire Monkey. Without looking.
Embor?
No, the Fire Monkey. Oh, he's a fire. He's a
fire
that's
pig. A pig. Sorry, you're talking about
like Pansage or something. Panseer.
Oh yeah. I thought you were gonna say Infernape, but yeah, I see what you're talking about. Or maybe like a really skinny Magmortar. Yeah. Okay, I guess it's my turn, huh? Yeah, you know, I feel like I've hated all the Gigantamaxes, and this is the first one that I don't hate. It's definitely... I prefer the rest of the line over this Gigantamax form.
Really?
Yeah, I'd take Machop and Machamp over this thing. You wouldn't?
I would take this over the regular Machamp.
You would, really?
I like the lava hands, the glowing eyes, the pants.
The pants. You like that? He looks kind of like a Coke bottle with those curves.
Yeah. Like, I definitely feel like he looks a lot more menacing. You know.
I think it's the face, man. I think it's the face that's bothering me.
It's the same face as Machamp.
Oh, that looks different than the one you were showing me.
What?
The one with the white background?
This one?
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't know. It looks like an egghead, kind of. That one doesn't. That looks different, doesn't it?
Yeah. This one looks like it's like he's got like a little worm that's like piloting his big body. It's like pokes its head out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no. Looking at this one does look better than whatever the other one was. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Looking at the Cerebi one, that one looks good. Yeah, I would say I like that one better than Machamp, too. But some of these other pictures, I don't know, he looks a little different. Some of these, like, he looks like an egghead.
No.
Like that. I don't know, that looks weird. It looks like those alligator people from the original Super Mario movie. Not good. Either way, it does... Ooh, I like that.
He looks like one of those things from Space Jam, the little monsters.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so far this is the best Gigantamax form we've seen, in my opinion. Oh, I like that even more.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
I get like a Ninja Turtle vibe from these feet.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see that Batman and Robin movie? The really bad one with George Clooney?
No, I see lots of clips of it, like the bat nipples and
yes.
the bat butt.
There's a part where they're I think that's the one where they're like driving through this like area that has a bunch of gangs, and for some reason like it's like everything's really neon colored. And it kind of looks like that last one we were looking at.
He's got the Bat credit card. He's like, I never leave the Bat cave without it.
Yeah. Yeah, that movie is really ridiculous. It was just to sell toys, really. But okay, yeah, it's not bad. This is so far the best Gigantamax form. But yeah, let's get to rating this already.
Yeah, this doesn't change my rating at all. It's still just a 4.
Yeah.
This guy has the same problems, really. You know, the duck beak, but he does look cooler.
Mm-hmm. The eyes, do you like that? The eyes are just yellow lights?
Yeah.
You do like that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to feel about that.
Oh yeah, dude, looks like evil, ominous. He looks like he's up to no good.
No good in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that does look cool, actually. I feel like some of these look cool and some of them are not so much. I like those yellow veins, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, for most of these Pokemon, I don't really count the Gigantamax form or the Megas that much because they're just temporary evolutions anyway. But as a whole, I'd give this evolutionary line 3 championship belts.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 is good. It's a Pokemon that I like, but a Pokemon that I'd probably not use. It's a Pokemon I'm glad it exists. I like seeing Machops out in the wild. I like fighting people that have Machamps on their team. But I usually don't have fighting types on my team. But if I do, I'd rather make space for one that I enjoy more. But this is a really good one, and I recognize that. Yeah. It's also a Kanto Pokemon, but it doesn't really look like one, I would say. It looks a little bit ahead of its time.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So what would you rate it?
I said 3.
3?
3 championship belts, yeah.
3 championship belts.
Or 3 fins on his head, I guess. He's got 3 fins on his head. Yeah, just 3.
3 head fins?
3 head fins. So he was not good enough. Not like Beedrill.
No. But don't tell
or
him
Golduck.
that.
Wasn't Golduck the other one that we agreed on?
Was it? I don't remember.
Yeah, I believe we agreed.
Literally, I know I've given I think a couple now a perfect rating, but Beedrill is the only one I remember.
I think it was Beedrill and Golduck. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you gave the whole evolutionary line a perfect rating. I don't think we did for either one, but as a Pokemon, we had said that Beedrill is perfect. Will has also said that Golduck is perfect.
Just
also caught a shining Golduck.
Just maybe not a Psyduck.
Well, I like Psyduck. I think Psyduck's great.
Yeah, I wonder what we didn't give it. I wonder what stopped us from giving it a perfect rating.
Maybe we did. I don't know. We'll have to go back and see it. I might have given it a perfect. I don't know. Anyways. Oh, Bebop just texted me. He said that he's having fun. Oh, are you on right now? Are you watching right now, Bebop?
Bebop, are you there?
He said, was fun watching. Also, I love the bandana look. Good night. Good night, brother.
Yeah, bro. You got like a little yellow. You should put in the front like Tupac. You know, like a little like banana bandana.
Banana bandana. I don't know if I could pull off the Tupac look. And now, nowadays people would just say I'm racist.
Yeah.
Yeah. People would call you racist if you have cornrows, and cornrows came from like Norway or Sweden or something. No, what are they called? They're Dutch. It came from Netherlands. They're called Dutch cornrows. Anyways, people are looking for any reason to be offended nowadays.
I'm not touching that one.
Come on, Ryan.
Just get controversial with me.
Yeah. Say things that people will hate. Come on. It's fun.
Let's get some cornrows, bro.
Yeah, let's get some cornrows. My uncle used to have dreadlocks. Oh man, they were gray hair, but not like gray like white hair, like gray like a really nice deep gray color. And just like dreadlocks. It looks so good.
My brother had dreadlocks for a while.
Really? Jack, I can't even imagine that.
He had dreadlocks, big long dreadlocks and a big beard.
Wow. Gotta see a picture of that one.
I'm sure he has some.
But you gotta like not wash it, huh?
Yeah. You gotta be dirty.
Dirty. Well, it's been good.
It's been real, bro.
Yeah. You guys keep your bananas on your chin.
Leave your partner to Nala eyes.
And then if we come up with another saying, we'll insert it after that.
Insert cooler saying here.
Insert cooler saying here. Alright. Do you wanna watch that? Oh, we could watch it another time, but I was saying, do you want to watch that Goro versus Machamp fight?
It's up to you.
If you want to, man, it's pretty fun.
Let's see.
Thanks to Miller Lite for sponsoring this episode of Death Battle.
As the original light beer, Miller Lite has always been there to bring...
I probably won't be able to hear it, though.
Okay.
Oh, dude, we could totally do reaction videos to these, too. These are pretty fun.
Yeah?
Bruce
Let's see
Lee
what's
once
going on.
said, "I don't believe in different ways of fighting. We all have 2 arms and 2 legs, so that is why I believe there should be only one way of fighting."
Clearly, he never met these 4-armed fighters with 4 forearms.
Goro, the half-dragon prince of Mortal Kombat.
And Machamp,
Yeah, I
the
have.
fighting-type Pokemon from
Not
the
this one,
Kanto
though.
region. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Mortal Kombat! A fighting tournament as killer as its iconic theme song. With a reputation like that, you better believe the first boss in the game would be a champion who's won 9 times in a row. He won't just kick your ass, he'll rip your arms off too.
Oh wow, that's
This
insane.
is Goro, prince of the Shokan people and one of their strongest
so.
warriors. He's 8 feet 2 inches
What did it
tall,
say?
weighs 550
8 feet.
pounds, and clocks in at 2,000 years old with no signs of slowing down.
He's been through a hell of a lot during his run, but here are the highlights. He fought in a civil war, crushed some $500 sunglasses, and oh yeah, he's a half-humanoid, half-dragon person. Who would be stupid enough to fight a half-dragon with 4 arms?
Not many. Most of the Mortal Kombat roster refuses to fight Goro because they're terrified of losing to him and getting torn in two.
After living for as long as he has, you better believe he's picked up some skills. He's got 500 years of experience in Mortal Kombat tournaments and has mastered a ton of different fighting styles.
He's obviously familiar with
Yeah, I
the
remember that game.
Shokan style, which uses
I
his
love
extra
those little
appendages to
Mortal Kombat
lethal
games.
effect. He's also a master of an adapted version of the Kuotan style, which is much more elaborate and relies on the strengths of a more traditional humanoid body.
Like kicks and stuff.
What
Right.
time are you at?
On
'Cause I
top
can't
of that,
hear
Goro's
you.
got a ton of fun tricks up his
Oh,
4
sorry.
sleeves, like
I'm at,
fireballs, dragon breath, high-flying stomps,
245.
quadruple grabs, and his
246.
favorite, crushing skulls. But if those don't work, he's got bladed weapons called dragon fangs. They're like Shredder's claws, but there's 4 of them, 1 for each hand. Oh my god.
Are you okay, Boomstick?
Well, is it weird that Goro kinda reminds me of the guy that my ex-wife ran off with?
Wait, where are
Why,
you at now?
because he's so buff?
Yeah, but mostly the 4 arms.
3
I mean, how am I
310.
supposed to keep up with that? He's got 2
310.
more hands
Oh.
than me.
Huh.
Oh,
Sorry.
in there.
Anyway, with all those tournament titles, it's pretty clear Goro stands above most other Mortal Kombat combatants, with a K. Characters like Cabal, Johnny Cage, or even
With a
Kotal
K.
Khan, who once destroyed this ship. which is clearly inspired by Spanish conquistadors. Based on historical references to similar ships, the power needed to destroy one like this would require over 3 billion joules of energy.
We also saw Raiden destroy this temple with almost 270 tons of TNT, which is a lot. On top of that, Cabal can move fast enough to parry machine gun fire. To pull that off, you'd have to be moving almost 3 times as fast as sound.
Goro's not the only impressive Shokan. The Tiger Stripe Kintaro survived this massive explosion. Using the average height for a Shokan and comparing it to the blast radius, we can posit that this explosion yielded a force equivalent to over 25 tons of TNT.
The Shokan are a tough people, that's for sure, and super proud. After a disappointing loss to the Shaolin monk Liu Kang, Goro was unable to secure a 10th MK title in a row. And while it seriously hurt his warrior pride, he didn't stop beating the shit out of people.
Not only did he eventually try to win that title again, but he also fought in multiple wars, including one with the similarly powerful Centurions.
But he never stayed in one place for too long, like when he pissed off Kodokan and got his arms ripped off.
Oh,
But
jeez.
even without his primary weapons at his side, Goro would not give up. He even managed to defeat the ninja Kenshi.
Without any freaking arms! God damn! Also, a limbless guy versus a blind guy? Throw Professor X in there and you have yourself the ultimate, and definitely most offensive, crippled threat match. Oh boy, I've
Crippled
got one
threat
leg!
With or
Oh,
without
jeez.
his many titles, Goro always has the make of a champion. His determination and will to fight is only matched by his strength, power, and, frankly, bloodlust. Even with his failures, he truly is the greatest of the Shokan.
I will give you a warning. Round 1. Fight!
Man, I remember those games looking a lot better when I was growing up.
The superpowered Pokemon, Machamp, is a fighting type that originated in the Kanto region. They begin their lives as the youthful Machop, which train tirelessly to learn and eventually master every form of martial arts.
It's a lethal combo of adorable and kick-ass. And they're jacked.
The Machop
They're
possesses
jacked.
muscles more dense than humans that allow them to train for long periods of time without fatigue. Eventually, the young Machop will reach a new level, leaving behind the days of its youth and evolving into a Machoke.
The Machoke is strong enough to lift dump trucks with ease, and once he's moved on from the teenage days of angst and rebellion, Machoke evolves into the rock spirit Pokemon,
Oh.
Machamp. This four-armed fighter stands 5 feet tall and weighs an average of 280 pounds.
5 feet.
Even after realizing
I'm taller
its
than
final
him.
evolution, most Machamps continue to train and pursue peak
Yeah.
levels of physical fitness.
When they're not
That's
firing
still
off sets in
so
the gym,
much
they're
weight
most
for
likely helping
this fight.
humans as movers, construction workers, and bodyguards. Or, they're just beating other Pokemon senseless in the dogfighting ring that is the Pokemon world.
Questionable pet and owner relationships aside, Machamp seems to simply enjoy helping people, whether in the Pokemon arena or in the outside world.
And Machamps are well equipped for both. They have a ton of great moves like Bulk Up, which increases physical power, Knock Off, which can knock anything off of an opponent's hands, and Seismic Toss. Whoa! Holy shit! Did he just launch that rat into orbit?
Fighting type Pokemon like Machamp
Freaking
make for
seismic.
fearsome predators against normal,
What
ice,
the-
rock, and dark types. Even steel type Pokemon turn brittle under Machamp's brute strength. On the other end of the spectrum, Machamp can fall prey to agile flying Pokemon, cerebral psychic types, and mystical fairies.
Pokemon's f***ing weird.
However, the Machamp can always fall back on their natural abilities, the most common of which is named Guts. Whenever a Machamp is burned, poisoned, or paralyzed,
that
its
fighting
adrenaline
game.
spikes, increasing its physical power.
Including his physical moves, which
You
is
haven't
like
played this
all
one,
of
right?
them. According to the
it's awesome,
Pokedex,
though.
Machamp can punch
So fun.
1,000 times in 2 seconds and can move mountains with one hand.
Now, the Pokedex isn't always the most reliable source. However, we have seen proof of Machamp's 1,000 punches in Pokken Tournament. To do this in 2 seconds, Machamp must be punching at speeds faster than sound.
Damn, if having 2 extra arms is like shooting fish in a barrel, then this is like baking perfectly good cookie dough. It's like totally unnecessary.
In order to move a mountain, Machamp would need to exert anywhere from 8 to 30 kilotons of TNT. And pulling off their signature move, Seismic Toss, would require even more energy. Considering an average weight of 200 kilograms for any given Pokemon, and the speed at which they travel when thrown, a typical Machamp's throwing power would need to be equivalent to over 130 kilotons of TNT.
Machamps can also take a lot of damage. They live and fight together after all.
As we can see, Machops and Machokes in particular are raised in herds of their own kind. It's natural that they would fight all the time, exhausting an insane amount of power on each other. And, according to some people, they look great while doing it. There's even a fan club of people who find themselves unexplainably attracted to them. This is real.
Probably run by my ex-wife. We didn't even make it halfway through the reception. I guess my signature move is signing divorce papers.
The Machamp is so strong, the species have become a favorite amongst gym leaders, such as Giovanni and Bee.
Makes sense. They can go head-to-head with a ton of crazy strong pocket monsters.
The Machamp is an extremely tough Pokemon that rounds out any roster. After all, they literally live to fight.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, we'll tell you about him.
Did you know that, according to science itself, 66% of men start to lose their hair by the age of 35?
It's true. Sadly, I keep trying to force it to stay there through sheer willpower, but it's exhausting.
Fact is, the best way to prevent hair loss is to do something before it happens. But thanks to science, baldness can be optional. There's a perfect solution thanks to our sponsor, forhims.com.
This is not
Heck
our
yeah,
sponsor.
For Hims is a what?
.com/subscribe. 3-month minimum subscription.
1048.
Oh!
1048.
Oh!
Okay, ready. Oh no, I got an advertisement. It's okay.
No.
Much.
Alright, we're at 11 minutes. Let me know when your advertisement's done.
Okay, I'm ready.
Alright, go.
What? You're no Shokan. Be gone from my lair. Macha! Disgusting. A pathetic runt like you wastes our dragon blood.
This is pretty cool. Oh, in orbit. Dab.
Face dead, like a warrior. Stop saying that. You're no champ. I am the champion of Mortal Kombat.
Machamp just had his skull crushed. I'm not sure how. What?
The guts. Nice. Who needs this?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, he forgot to say he's blasting off again. Do it over. We gotta get that joke right at least once.
This was certainly a unique battle to
Oh, wait.
experience.
Machamp
While
won?
Machamp's resilience came
Yep.
in handy, Goro's fighting styles continued to put Machamp to the test again and again. Plus, Goro's huge. At 8 feet tall, Goro towers a full 3 feet over the average Machamp. Obviously, not including the Dynamax and Gigantamax forms found exclusively in the Galar region.
Also, while Machamp could punch at Mach 1 speeds, Goro could technically match Cabal, who would need to move at nearly Mach 3 to parry machine gun fire.
So, as far as punching speed was concerned, it looks like Goro actually had the advantage.
Except it hardly mattered. Machamp's power output outdid Goro's and then some. Even scaling Goro to Kotal Khan's ship feat and comparing it to the seismic toss, Machamp is almost 170,000 times more powerful.
This Karate Duckman is on a whole other level.
Duckman.
Plus, he had a ton of ways to counter everything Goro threw at him. Knockoff prevented Goro from using weapons, and Guts meant he could take Goro's fire breath and use it for himself.
The Dragon Fangs and Fire Breath hardly would make much of a difference considering how durable the Machamp species is. After all, their primary trait is learning how to fight, so they'd naturally be fighting each other quite frequently.
Ah, the majestic Machamp, roaming the fields of the Kanto region, gently seismic tossing each other into orbit. Just imagine walking past that on your Sunday stroll.
You were right. The Pokemon world is wild.
This grabby match turned bloody brawl was intense and made me realize that we're all strong and beautiful just the way we are. No matter how many arms you have or whose wife you stole.
Good for you. While Goro put up an excellent battle that would have made his people proud, he didn't have enough to overpower the superpower Pokemon.
Unfortunately, this foe was forced to forfeit his 4 fists. Fitting that his final fate would be so freaking gory.
The winner is...
Machamp!
Oh, wow.
Hey, thanks for watching this episode of Death Battle. If you want the battle music for
Yeah.
yourself, you can get it by clicking the link
Surprised
down
me
below.
too.
And if you want to watch more stuff, check the boxes right over there.
Although I don't know how accurate they are sometimes.
Yeah, some of their winners hurts my feelings. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, like Goku losing to Superman, or Kirby beating Majin Buu. Have you seen that one?
No, that's funny though.
Yeah.
Alright, now we can end the stream, right?
Yeah, I guess we could have ended it. I'm gonna have to cut that anyway.
No, true. Alright, peace out.
Alright, bye guys.